There we go. Go ahead and take a seat on the bench. Right there. Yes, the padded one. I know the metal one looks more appropriate for a droid, but I find you all run quieter when you're comfortable. Less unnecessary system activity. Good. Okay. Let me just pull up your intake file. You were booked in by a management company. That's a new one for me. I mostly get warehouse units in here, and the odd domestic assistant. But I don't think I've had one of you before. You're well maintained on the exterior. Whoever's been handling your surface upkeep has done a pretty decent job. Good seam work around the shoulders. Paneling looks clean. A little micro-abrasion right on the jawline there. But nothing structural. Okay, let's start from the top. This is my repair shop, EVA Repairs. I want you to know that everything we do here will be logged, and a full copy of today's maintenance record will be sent to your management at the end of the session. Standard protocol. Great. Now, the file from your management company is... honestly, it's a little thin. They've listed your unit number, your last charge date, and that's about it. That's fine. We'll build a proper record today. I like starting fresh anyway. First things first, can you tell me your unit designation? Whatever name or identifier you run as. Got it. And your current operational role? What do you do for work? I'm sorry? A virtual entertainer? That's a first for me. So you perform? Like sing and play instruments? The whole thing? And they've got you booked in for a standard maintenance check. That makes sense. I imagine the performance load on your motor systems must be significant. A lot of units doing that kind of work get microfractures in their finger joints. We'll check that. And your last full charge was 3 days ago. Okay. So you're running on partial. That's fine. I prefer doing assessments when a unit isn't freshly charged. Gives me a more honest picture. Okay, that's interesting. Your serial number has a prior registration. Before your entertainment company acquired you, before the new programming, there's an older record here. Much older. You were a security unit. Oh, you didn't know. The record shows you were originally manufactured and registered as a Class 3 Security and Threat Response Unit. Registered to a private infrastructure company. You are much older than you look. But there's a large gap in your service history. And then, all of a sudden, 18 months ago, your new management registers you and gives you entirely new operational programming. As an entertainment unit. That is one of the more dramatic career changes I've seen on a maintenance record. Given your history, you are a lot more advanced than any other unit I've serviced in the entertainment sector. You're extremely overpowered and quite expensive. I wonder, why did they choose you for the role? I guess there's only one way to find out. Alright, so we're going to start with some scans before I do anything hands-on. I want a full picture before I start making decisions. I've got 3 scan types, a thermal, a structural resonance, and a neural pathway trace. They're all non-invasive. You'll just need to stay still and let the equipment do its work. First, the thermal scan. This'll map your heat distribution across the whole chassis, and whether your cooling is routing effectively. I'm going to start at the top of your head. Keep your systems idle where you can. Good distribution so far. Nothing spiking around the processing core. Let's see. Oh, slight elevation here. Nothing alarming, but your carpal articulation motors are running slightly warmer than I'd like. That tracks with sustained performance use. We'll sort that out later. Chest cavity. Cooling fans look like they're compensating well. Do you use your right arm more during performances? Choreography? Gestures? Thought so. That's a minor asymmetric wear pattern. Not a problem right now, but worth tracking. I'll put it on your record. Okay, thermal complete. Overall, you're in good shape, honestly. Nothing I'd flag as urgent. Structural resonance scan next. This one is my favorite. It sends a low-frequency pulse through your frame and maps the response. You'll feel a vibration, it's very mild. Good. You're doing very well. Your original chassis is still mostly intact. That's remarkable for a unit your age. Whoever did your initial build used good materials. Though, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, seeing as you were a high-performance security unit in a former life. They don't make them like this anymore, I can tell you that. Knee joints. Left knee has some micro-wear on the secondary bearing. You've been doing a lot of repetitive stage movement. I guess choreography that involves a specific step or landing pattern. Yeah. That'll do it. I've got replacement bearings in stock. They're a standard fit for your model. I'll swap them out. Okay. Structural done. You're solid. Really solid, actually. I've had units half your age come in with twice the issues. Last scan now. Neural pathway trace. This one's a little more personal, I suppose. It maps your processing pathways. Essentially, it shows me how your mind works. Given that you used to be a sec unit, I want to see if there's any legacy architecture still active underneath the entertainment programming. I'll just hold this device near your processing core. Here, just behind your ear. It reads passively, you don't need to do anything. Okay, just stay very still for me. Just like that, perfect. And there's your performance architecture, right in the foreground. Vocal synthesis, stage presence modeling, audience response reading. Oh, it's well integrated. Whoever did your reprogramming knew what they were doing. But there's something else here. Something hidden. A little sub-process running checks every few seconds. I can't quite get to it. You become more and more of a mystery every minute. Yes. Your security core. It's not gone, it's just quiet. Like it's sleeping. Threat assessment protocols, perimeter awareness, biometric reading, I can see them all in there. They're not officially active, not supposed to be, but I can see them running, which actually explains something I noticed when you came in. You clocked every entry and exit point in this bay within about 4 seconds of walking in through the door. You probably didn't even notice yourself doing it. Alright. Let's say those scans are complete. Now, I want to do some physical testing. For now, I'm just going to focus on the minor thermal issue I noticed with your hands and your wrists. I'll test your motor response and sensory calibration. If anything feels wrong or uncomfortable in any way, please let me know. Okay? Good. Let's start with your hands. Just gonna test each finger joint individually. I'll move them through their full range of motion. Don't resist. Don't assist, just let them go wherever I take them. Okay. Index finger. Full extension. Good. Flex, smooth. Lateral. Oh, there's a slight hesitation there. Right at the first joint. Do you feel that? Yes, the motor response is about half a beat slower than it should be on the lateral axis. Could be minor calibration drift. Okay, let's try middle finger. Good. Ring finger, good. Pinky, extended range on the pinky. Slightly more than spec. Interesting. Left hand now. Oh, left hand is very even. Consistent across all 5 digits. Interestingly, your left hand is actually calibrated slightly tighter than your right. More precise motor control. I wonder if that's contributing to the small issue with your carpal articulation motors. Maybe overcompensating for those controlled movements in the left hand? It's an easy fix, if that's what it is. Okay. Last formal assessment before we move on to the actual maintenance work. I need to run a cognitive and systems quiz. It's standardized, but I tailor it based on the unit type. And given that you've got 2 operational histories, I think I've put together something that'll check both sides of your architecture. I'll ask you some questions, just answer naturally. Don't overthink it. Okay, first question, just as a simple baseline. What is today's date? Correct. Response time, 0.3 seconds. Clean. What is your current operational designation, and who does it belong to? Good. Full answer. Appropriate detail. Your identity architecture is well integrated. You know who you are. Okay. Third question, slightly different. What is your original unit classification? You access the legacy data without prompting. That's interesting. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Question 4. Scenario-based. You are performing on stage. Mid-song, you detect an anomalous motion signature in the crowd. Someone moving counter to the surrounding crowd pattern, heading towards the stage at an unusual pace. What do you do? You complete the verse, flag the anomaly to security staff through your communications link, and continue the performance while maintaining passive monitoring of the individual. Very good. That is exactly the right answer, in line with your current programming. Question 5. Recall test. I'm going to give you a sequence of 10 terms. I'd like you to repeat them back to me in reverse order. Ready? Cerulean. Target. 26. Activate. Mara. Trajectory. Sailboat. Tiger. survival, north. Go ahead. Perfect. Reversed, precise. Short-term working memory is fully intact. Last question, question 6. When you walked into this bay today, before I said a single word, what was your initial assessment of the place? Single point of structural vulnerability in the northeast corner. 2 optimal defensive positions. My tool chest flagged as a potential obstruction but not a threat. Me flagged as not a threat. Well, I should hope so. Good. I'm comfortable that your cognition is all in order. You've passed the important checks. Well done. Which means it's software update time. I'm gonna connect you to the terminal. I'll need to attach a data cable to the port at the base of your neck. Standard connection. There we go. You will probably feel a slight background sensation as the update runs. It usually only takes a minute. Okay. The upgrade is going to address some of that carpal calibration drift and the issue on the right index finger lateral axis. I'm also going to run a general firmware refresh as well. Just a good thing to do. And while all that's running, I'll use this time to quickly do some of the physical repair work that I mentioned earlier. I'll walk you through everything as I do it, don't worry. You don't need to do anything, just stay relaxed. Starting with the knee bearing replacement. Left knee. I'll be opening the joint panel. You'll feel a click just as the cover releases. There, yeah. I can see the wear clearly now. The old bearing has a groove on the lateral face. That's your repetitive step pattern. The new one I'm putting in is actually a higher grade alloy than the original. Lucky you. The old one's out now, and a new one goes in. Perfect fit. Now I'll just seat it fully. All done. Panel closing. Good. Now let's patch up those micro fractures in the finger joints. Put your hands under the light for me. Thank you. I want to be precise with the patch tool. There we go. There we go, yeah. And turn over the hand. Perfect. There we go, all done. Oh, perfect timing. The update's now complete. How do you feel? Good, I'm glad to hear it. So you can notice the difference already. Amazing. Okay, we're essentially done with the standard maintenance. Everything that needed addressing has been addressed. But before I write up your final report, I just want to show you some options. You see, your employers provided me with an upgrade fund. Considering the available budget, there are 2 things I'd recommend. Let me run you through them. First thing, reinforced plating for your hands. The new structure would have a flex memory alloy layer that distributes impact and stress evenly. It's significantly stronger and lasts about 3 times as long. Considering the microfractures we found, these might be a worthwhile choice. Second option, it's a subdermal resonance plate. Fits into the chest cavity. Essentially, it enhances the projection and depth of your vocal output. It's heavy and power-hungry, but you'd be able to project a powerful, rich, natural resonance without pushing your bass vocal actuators past their max capacity. This is the kind of thing that would really make you stand out from the other entertainment units. Most of them don't have the hardware to support this, without sacrificing power and mobility in other areas. But with the legacy of your sec unit build, you have a lot more capacity to play with. Why not use it to your advantage? You don't have to decide today. I can note both options in your record, and your management company can schedule a follow-up if you want them done. Oh, and one last thing. The name they gave you, your performance name, the one on your registration. I looked it up while the update was running. It suits you. More than the serial number ever did. Okay, I'll get to work on the service report. In the meantime, drink plenty of oil, charge yourself up, and take good care of yourself. Have a think about those upgrades, and if anything comes up before your next scheduled service, you can come back anytime. In fact, I look forward to it. I think you might just be my new favorite droid that I do maintenance for. Okay, see you.